Hello everyone, this is me and Ahmad, and we're basically going to present our DLD final project that we made. So the game that we decided to make was PONG, and we called it PONG Deluxe, which is basically a game, and it's a classic arcade game in which you have a pad that moves up and down using the keyboard implementation that we have done with the FPGA board and VGA display, and there's a ball which bounces off the wall, and then our aim is to basically bounce the ball off our pad, and every time it hits the pad our score increments. We had three balls, so basically we had three lives. Once you lose all three balls, then the game ends. That is basically the simple premise. So we decided to make this because we wanted to go with like a throwback game, and we all grew up playing all these games, and we want this was like our time to like make something ourselves, and we could also implement the things that we learned in this course to complete the project.
Okay, so my name is Ahmad. Basically, this is a state diagram, and essentially, what is happening in here is that when this is the first state, which is a start state, essentially, when you press something on the keyboard, then the game moves on to the game running state, and then we can see the balls going around. When the game is in the game running state, there it's actually what is happening over here is that we are moving back and forth to the new ball state and then back to the game running state, right? So essentially, when you basically like when you miss the ball, then a ball is gonna be decremented from the score, and then you're gonna basically go back and forth from the new ball state to the game running state. And when the balls are zero, then basically your game is gonna go to the game over state.
Mm. So here you can see the whole flow diagram that we have made. So first we see the start screen. Then when you press a button, so we've basically implemented a keyboard implementation where we are using the A and S keys for moving the pad up and down. So the at the start screen, you will basically see the rules of the game, and a ball will be stopped at the center of the screen. But when you press a key, the game will start. It will go into the running state, and then you can move the paddle. Then the ball will bounce off the wall and come near the pad, and when it touches the pad, that will basically be like a hit paddle, and that will cause a score increment. uh, so let's say when you hit the left edge, these balls che- conditions are checked. Let's say you lose a ball, then that kind of changes the game into a new ball state where the ball is again going to be at the center of the screen, and any input will cause the game to go into the running state. Let's say you lose all your three balls, that would mean that your game is over, and that will trigger our game over screen, in which there is like a 2 second delay, and after that the game will automatically go into the start screen. You can see here like it's directly going from game over to start screen. So this is basically the logistics of our game and how we implemented it. There are basically four states. So okay, so let's talk about some of the challenges we faced during the creation of this project. So I would say one of the biggest challenges that we had faced was, so our instructor told us to implement a functionality into the game which caused the ball to move faster after like a certain score was hit. According to the implementation that we had already done, that was proving to be very complicated, because that was messing up our score that we had set up. But after a lot of help from like other students, and like some debugging, looking in on the internet and stuff, we found the solution, and we're basically like that implementation is currently in our game. I think like that's like the main problems that we had. Okay, so Okay, so let's see the project in all its glory. So I'm going to switch to like my camera view, and I'm going to show you like the whole implementation of the code and how it's running on the VGA. Okay, hello everyone. So I'm going to show you the demonstration of our DLD project. So we've basically made this PONG game, and we are applying input through the keyboard. Basically, we're using A and S key. A key moves it up, and S key moves it down, the pedal. Uh, and we have also implemented uh, so when the score hits 10, the ball is going to move faster. So let's see. So basically you can see this is the start screen. This tells you the rules. When I press a key, so I move the pedal, the game will start. That will be the running state. uh, so and I have to basically every time, so I missed, and this the ball basically came back to the center. This is the new ball state. So let's play. So currently the score increments by three. So okay, so now we're 6. Let's try to go above 10 so we can see the movement. Okay, so the ball is now moving faster and it's harder to play now. And I lost the game. That basically resets the speed. So that's basically the working of our project.